that brings up another topic I want to ask you a question about real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So, you know, you read articles, like I know there's this article in the New York Times that running is like statistically the only exercise that can actually add time to your lifespan. Like, if you look at averages, people who run like an hour add like 10 minutes or something to their life. I don't know what the quote is exactly, but I always wondered, like, do we have like a finite number of steps in our body, like a car can drive like 200,000 miles before it starts breaking down? Or how does it work with like a human? Or if we exercise, we get more longevity and ability?
Great question. And I think about this all the time, and I don't know the exact answer to it. When it comes to repetitions, as far as what the joints can handle, there is a limited number of repetitions for whatever it is. And there's research when they take spines and they're like, how many times can I bend it this way before the disc breaks? It's wear and tear of gears and joints. How many miles can your car go before it wears and tears and breaks or needs replacement? 100,000 miles, 200,000 miles? I don't know. So the main thing when it comes to aging, when it comes to our body, why we see 70-year-olds walking around like this, it's joint wear and tear. Now, things like muscles can recover because they have a lot of blood flow and they can get bigger and stronger, but that's usually not what's responsible for aging. There are genetic things as far as the telomere shortening that you could look into that will talk about aging.
That,
But I believe that as far as running, but it's also a generalization. I could also think of 20 people off the top of my head that if they decided that they want to continue running would cause their lifespan to be less because their ankle damage or their hip damage cannot handle the amount of running they would need to do to induce longevity. So I could argue that there would be other ways of fitness that would bring longevity to them that's not going to put that cost on their damaged ankle or damaged hip or whatever it is. So we just have to think to ourselves, especially when it comes to our joints, how healthy are the joints we want to use with the activity that we want to do, and is that going to bring us where we want to be 30 to 60 years down the road?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Pretty good answer. Because I mean, the running statistics, it is generalized.
Yeah.
And like I even have trouble running a lot.
I have trouble running with 33. So I fully get it. We just have to be, where is our body and what are we playing for? I want to die when I'm 90, so I have 57 more years to keep my body relatively pain-free and functioning. So I can't do any activity that's going to cause any pain, soreness, or stiffness the day after, the morning, the day after, any stiffness. It's a sign that I put excessive stress on it the previous day. So I need to do exercise that makes me feel good during and up to 72 hours, no increase in even the slightest tightness or stiffness. And that's longevity.
Man, that seems counter to a lot of what you hear.
It's counter to everything.
Yeah.
But most people don't specialize in pain like we do here.
Yeah. Because I mean, soreness.
Muscle soreness is different than joint soreness. I'm not saying
I gotcha.
I'm not saying if I do 100 bicep curls that's not okay. There's joint. We can feel if it's inside a joint.
I think you need to make that distinction then.
Sure, I agree.
Because I don't know what you're talking about when you say stiffness or soreness.
Okay, then it's something through mindfulness that would you allow to become more aware of whether it's actually your muscle soreness or whether it's coming from your joint. So it's just years of me beating up my body, and now treating patients, I get to check in with myself and say, oh, this is actual muscle soreness, or nope, that's coming from my disc and I overused it. And now I have to back up and say, how do I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
We'll do more questions next time. Questions with Tanner. Do you mind if we share something like that?
No, I don't care, yeah.
It really helps people just see what we do differently. Even if they don't agree, fine, then you don't belong in this office. But if it's something that speaks to them, then it just helps them know, like, okay, this guy's doing something different. So I really appreciate that you're open to...
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Cool.